What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. So this go around, I'll be looking at 1,000 horsepower, 10-ton Kamaz Dakar truck going sideways up the Goodwood Hill. 12.5 liter diesel V. Great googly moogly. Bro, that's pushing some power and some torque behind it. I'd love to see the tow rating on this thing. Great God. So I've had people tell me I should look at the car stuff before. I know it's a rally. I looked on the website, I guess 2022 there in Saudi Arabia. I really know. I need to take a look at more stuff on the car. This is going to be interesting. 10 ton. So let's take a look at it. Of course, Red Bull. Looks like somebody took an armored personnel carrier or something like that. That's exactly what this looks like. Looks like some type of armored personnel carrier almost, but it's tricked out. It's either that or it looks like a vehicle that you would take into the Australian outback, or maybe for like safaris and stuff like that in Africa, because they've got some heavy duty stuff like that. People that take and do like extreme, backwoods living, basically, like in the outbacks of places, or like the Serengeti and stuff like that. You see, there's companies that make those kind of trucks. I mean, that's exactly. To me, it looks like something like that, or it looks like somebody kitted out an armored personnel carrier almost. Bro, that's got some chugga to it. That's got some chugga to it. What? Hold on. Here's my question. Those got to be spares? That's it. Yeah, that's what that has to be spares. I was sitting there going, what in the world is that? But I'm looking at it, and it's. I'm going to look up this Kamaz. What the hell is a Kamaz? Like Rostec Kamaz. So I might have to take a look up this vehicle itself, because it almost looks like there's a different type of vehicle on it. But I do believe that would be spares, almost. Like it's the only thing I can figure. Because yeah, none of this separates. So that's what that has. It's just it's a weird look. Not even that's kind of what it's kind of the reason I'm postulating here. It's just a weird kind of look, having two tires strapped up right there. Probably provide a nice balance though, especially for a 1,000 horsepower ride.
World Rally Championship, so they're nudging 350 horsepower. Bikes of torque from just the small 1.6 litre turbocharged engine, but the commitment of the downforce quite something. We are in a true golden age of rallying in 2020.
Okay, that's pretty freaking cool, because that thing is hella top heavy, and yeah, he didn't roll it. Like he almost lost it there for a sec, but didn't roll it. Bro, that. That's some hellacious skill right there. What gets me, number one, not only is it 1,000 horsepower, but the speeds they're taking this thing at on these curves, and actually drifting on the curves. You see the tires, it's not drift style tires at all. It's something for you'd see somebody go mud bogging and stuff like that in. You know, taking into some deep mud hole, at least around here. Around here, people go mud bogging and stuff like that. That's the type of tires it's got on it. Like, it's got mud tires on it, but they're straight up drifting with those things, which is wild because the amount of grip those things have, even for that kind of surfaces, that's crazy, dude. That is cool. That is absolutely cool.
Spare tire, and you want to see these guys when they get into service in the Dakar rally. There's big tools, a big jack, a big wrenches, a big jack,
I'd like to know how the conversation for this swinging this thing went for the driver. Like, hey, Billy Bob, here's what you're gonna do. All right, we got this big old truck, got 1,000 horsepower. We want you to take us. We want you to do rally races in it on the pavement. You drift around corners and everything like that. Like, what the hell? Like, that's a whole different kind of beast than what you normally see for this type of racing and this type of stuff. Now, I've got to look more into this because it is an expedition type thing, like, you know, exhibition type thing where it's, you know, you got a really talented driver that takes this thing on, you know, around these corners like this and does this type of racing with it. I understand Dakar's it's a rally race and stuff like that, but if I'm not mistaken, a lot of us, that race is done in like I want to say almost like deserty area or something like that, from what I've taken and seen on the website and stuff like that, unless it's just a circuit of races, which that would also make sense. But still, just having something like this on this type of surface and doing this kind of driving is just major props to, number one, whoever came up with the idea for this type of truck, but also the driver for the skill level this requires, because it being that top heavy, most normal trucks you could take in, you know, or a lot of SUVs you could take around a corner too fast from a couple years ago. And with that higher center of gravity, you just take or roll it. So for this one, being even higher and have such a higher, you know, center of gravity, even with those tires back there like that, providing a nice counterweight, it would still be easy taking to go at those kind of speeds to take and actually turn it over. So the level of skill to actually do the drifting and stuff like that, that's really, really, I'm impressed. I mean, like, I'm hella impressed with that.
Just as we spotted these guys out, this is the hard act to follow because the vehicle is so big. And in some of the early...
God damn, that truck is almost as big as the road right there. I mean, it looks like it's taking a clipping off, or it looks like it's being brushed by both sides of the road in that one spot right there. Like, that's... Like, as it enters there, and I mean, that's on the curb, but if it, looking from the backside, you're like, wow, there's no room. It's just having something that big on something that narrow. Man, couldn't imagine.
One way, then the other. Look at the smoke pouring off those gravel tires. Wonderful stuff.
I wonder what the top speed is for this. But that car driver behind him is getting smoked out. That's really cool to see, though. With 1,000 horsepower in the vehicle being that big. I mean, like, really, that's one of my big questions. What's the top speed for that vehicle? Because that's so much weight. Like, you see it, it's going fast for its size. It's going really fast, but I wonder exactly how fast that is that you're seeing it go, because it's still, comparative to the cars, it's still really, you know, that's a heck of a lot slower. Which means, as big as it is, it's going to be a heck of a lot slower. So I wonder what the top speed for that truck is, because that's So I had to take and do a real quick Google search of Kamaz. So I didn't. So it's a Russian manufacturer. That horsepower right there will take and get you. It's 102 mile per hour top speed for a vehicle that big. That's moving. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed, because the amount of the engineering that goes into taking create something, do something like that. And they actually, for their website, they specifically make like rally trucks, like, or not specifically, but that's one of the things they do manufacture is rally trucks, $250,000 to $400,000. So anybody who was wondering with seeing this, $250,000 to $400,000. That's, man, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, that thing's scatting. There's got to be some weights on this to take and level out that center of gravity, or at least take and level that truck weight wise, to where with that high center of gravity, you know, it lowers your chance, even with the amount of skill your driver has to take and roll. It has to be, just with the way they're taking some of these curves. Again, I know it's the skill level of the driver, but that being said, some things, center of gravity, physics, speed, just naturally just physics. You're defying physics in some ways with some like this. The speeds are going around some of these curves. So there's got to be, they had to have engineered something weight wise on this at probably at the frame level, if I had to venture a guess, to make sure that it's not as easy it would otherwise be to turn it over on its side. This was like a show lap right here almost. Dude, size of those shocks, dude. Springs on that, everything. That's even more than that. I mean, look at, hold on. Love the color of the frame though. Look at the size of that drive shaft, dude. Surprised it's not just a little bit bigger, just due to the overall size of it, because the amount of torque that you're going to take and get, making somebody speeding up, slowing down like that, taking and going around some of these, you know, just some of the wear and tear that this thing goes through. I'm surprised it's not just a little bit bigger, with this area especially being a little bit thicker. So now that was pretty cool to see. Not gonna lie, that was really cool to see. man, that's a big freaking truck. And to take and actually do that with that truck, drift it like that, everything like that, you don't get a roll. Like I said, accounting for physics, they had to have done something engineering wise or the race team wise to ensure, and I think that might be one of the big reasons why you've got those big tires in the back, provide more of a ballast for it, or more of a, like a, a weight system for it. So that way when you're going around some of these corners, because you could see even, there wasn't big corners that you took and went around, some of them didn't drift, but it looked like the butt end of it was doing this number before it's completely straightened up, and it wasn't a drift. So that's really, really impressive. This was a cool video, because the amount of, number one, the amount of weight this thing has. Number two, just the absolute enormous size of this thing, the size of the tires. I mean, it's got mud tires on it basically, and you're taking something that big and you're going, you're not gonna do 102 mile an hour the whole time in it. But taking some of those corners at the speeds the way they took them, and being able to take and drift it, and keep it to where it's upright the whole time. The amount of skill that type of stuff takes in something that size, it's really cool to see. I'd love to see something like that in person. I think that'd be awesome. So y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.